This is Coyote News.
Tonight on Coyote Sports, the football team suffers their first loss of the season, and we have a story previewing the men's basketball season. But first, the headlines with Devin Martin. Devin?
The Los Angeles Dodgers defeated the Houston Astros 3-1 in Game 1 of the World Series last night. Clayton Kershaw had 11 strikeouts to lead the Dodgers. Game 2 is tonight with ALCS MVP Justin Verlander pitching for the Astros and Rich Hill pitching for the Dodgers. 43-year-old and former Tampa Bay and the Buccaneers defensive end, Simeon Rice, says he wants to come back and play in the NFL. He hasn't played since 2007, and he tweeted that he is serious about a comeback if the Bucs would have him in. And lastly, former Colts pass rusher Robert Mathis was arrested Tuesday morning and was charged with a DUI. Mathis was driving the wrong way on a one-way street when he was stopped. His blood alcohol content was under the legal limit at the time of his arrest. However, the arresting officer believed Mathis was too impaired to drive after a number of sobriety tests. And those are your headlines. Thanks, Devin.
Well, it turns out that the USD football team is in fact beatable. The Coyotes went into Saturday's Game 6-0, but they ran into 24th ranked Illinois State. USD would find themselves in an unusual position, down 14-0 after one quarter, but the high-powered Yote offense would get going as Chris Strevler, under pressure, lobs one up for Brett Sampson, who makes the grab, and he goes 50 yards for a TD, cutting the deficit to 14-7. Later in the second, Strevler rolls out right here, and he will find Aaron Ramsey for the short 2-yard TD, and it's a tie ball game. USD would be down 10 heading into the fourth quarter until Kai Henry takes the handoff, runs right through the Redbird defense, and his 12-yard burst brings the Coyotes within 3. But after a failed fourth down attempt inside the Illinois State 10-yard line, James Robinson puts the icing on the cake for the Redbirds as he breaks loose for an 87-yard TD scamper, and Illinois State goes on to beat USD 37-21 and in the Coyotes' hopes of an undefeated season. The loss drops USD to number 7 in the FCS coaches poll. They return home this Saturday where they'll take on Southern Illinois. The men's basketball team will have a busy season packed with both new competitors and old. Coyote News' Taylor Kidd shares how the team is prepping for the upcoming season.
USD's men's basketball team impressed fans last year with their 13-1 win-loss record at home. Now they're back in action with in-season practices and a competitive season schedule. The team will play against new teams like UCLA and Duke.
This season our coaches did a great job getting us a good schedule. We have Duke and UCLA. I mean, obviously those are top programs right there. So I'm really excited to go in there and play in those atmospheres.
But the crowd favorite matchup against South Dakota State was not forgotten. And junior forward Logan Powers says the team is excited to face the rival school.
The game I'm most looking forward to is playing South Dakota State. We played three great games with them last year, but we came out on the losing end 2 of them, and so we owe them a couple.
With such a competitive schedule, the team is likely to face some challenges. However, the team attributes chemistry to their success.
At USD, being on a team here is unlike any team I've ever been on in terms of the chemistry. So it's really unique in that way, and I think that really translates onto the court and makes us a better group that way. And in terms of just continuity and playing together, I think that really helps us out.
The team hopes its bond will drive them to wins and help them achieve their season goal, making the NCAA tournament.
First and foremost is making the NCAA tournament, just doing something that's never been done here at USD. We believe we have the team to do it, and now it's just a matter of going out and making it happen.
For Coyote Sports, I'm Taylor Kidd.
The Yotes will play their first official game against the University of Sioux Falls on November 4th. Coyote News' Lauren Solik is live in the muck with cheerleader Alexis Jacobs to talk about the upcoming tryouts for basketball season. Lauren?
Thanks, Devin. So Alexis, how did you get involved with cheer?
Well, I've done cheer throughout my high school years, and so I saw the tryouts on online somewhere, and I decided I wanted to try out, so I came up to South Dakota, and it was a success.
And so how is college cheer different from high school cheer?
College cheer is a lot different. We do a lot more intensive stunts and skills. You try a lot more new things, and it's a lot of fun.
And so do you have any advice for students who might be interested in trying out for basketball cheer?
Yeah, definitely. Just be yourself. Don't be intimidated, because we all are very welcoming, and we want a better and more able squad. So please come out, and it's fun, and be confident.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Alexis and the rest of the USD cheerleaders will be spreading school spirit at the football game on Saturday. Live for the Muck from Coyote News, I'm Lauren Solik.
Thanks, Lauren.
Awesome.
The women's volleyball team moved to 7-2 in Summit League play with a pair of sweeps over the weekend. Friday night, the Yotes defeated Western Illinois in dominant fashion, 25-11, 25-17, and 25-18. Haley Dotseth recorded her 10th double-double of the season with 13 kills and 13 digs. Ann Rasmussen led the Coyote defense with 26 digs. The Coyotes kept the momentum going into Sunday as they beat NDSU in a competitive match, 25-23, 27-25, and 26-24. Dotseth once again led the Coyote attack with 8 kills. Defensively, 3 Coyotes finished with double-digit digs. Rasmussen has been named the Summit League Defensive Player of the Week for the 4th time this season. She is currently 2nd in the conference in digs per set and total digs. The Coyotes return home for a battle with Fort Wayne Friday night. The soccer team won their last home game of the season, defeating Western Illinois 1-0 on Senior Day. Kelly Willer scored USD's lone goal, which proved to be the winner in the 68th minute. The Coyotes outshot the Leathernecks 16-11 with 7 on goal. Goalkeeper Sydney Harden stopped all 5 shots on goal from Western Illinois. The Coyotes moved to 2-3 in Summit League action. They travel to Brookings for a showdown series matchup with SDSU tomorrow night. Former USD hoopster Trey Burnett was drafted 92nd overall by the Sioux Falls Skyforce in this year's NBA G League draft. The G League, formerly known as the D League, is the NBA's developmental system. Burnett's new team, the Skyforce, are Miami Heat's affiliate. You can catch the former USD star in action when the team tips off their season November 4th.